Did you know cats regulate their body temperature by purring? Doing so increases muscle use, which in turn increases body temperature, creating a healthy and regulated lifestyle for the feline. It is also widely speculated that cats purr as a healing mechanism.
Why are you telling me this? Shouldn't we be trying to get out of here?
I detected you were subscribed to Entropy Cat Facts. Do you wish to unsubscribe?
No.
Keep me subscribed.
Good, Arya. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Entropy Center. Let's pick up where we left off here. It's been a bit since I last recorded, so let's see. What I remember is the Earth exploded, and we're going to try to undo that by getting lots of entropy energy, which we somehow create by solving puzzles. Just go with it. I'm starting to suspect that just go with it is the way the logic of this game works, rather than there being much actual logic to it. So, let's see what we have here. But I will enter... Oh, I did not expect to be able to just walk over that railing. I did not jump there. But I will try to piece together some logical explanation, as, you know, that's more interesting. If we just go with it, there's not really that much to say. So let's assume there's some sort of logical working here and try to figure out what it is. And if it turns out that we're wrong, so be it. Now, one of the things I was thinking about is that my progress on gathering data seemed to be going very slowly compared to how much of the game I was getting through. So either the data logs are backloaded, I'm missing a lot, or, I don't know, or the game is really long, maybe? I don't know. Well, anyways, I was just thinking that. I was wondering, is like, there's some way I could get in there and get at those computers, because if there is, I'm not seeing it. I'm just going to try to be a bit more attentive to that in case I am missing data. Huh, okay. Big box with the recycle sign on it. Can I get up there? Yeah, I can't interact with it. Okay, just set dressing. Anything we can figure out from this? Container capable of 9 high stacking. Max gross payload. Pair. Okay, tear is probably the base weight, which, yes, if you add that to the payload, you get to the max gross. CU cap. Okay, so that's probably the volume it contains. This probably has absolutely nothing to do with the game. I've just never been close to a shipping container in real life and thought about, you know, what it means. I actually do this a surprising amount in real life. I'm just curious about figuring out how all things work, and yeah, so this one, easy enough to piece together. This equals this plus this. This is the weight of the container itself, and this is the maximum weight you can put inside, and together that's the maximum the whole thing might weigh. And also a warning, you can stack up to 9 high, so theoretically, the force on the ground could be 9 times that if you have 9 full ones stacked together. And above that, you probably get risk of the bottom one collapsing. This is physics, it just has nothing to do with this game. Well, except for the fact that it's in the game. Or maybe it has everything to do with the game. So, they mentioned before, do not cross the streams. Well, not in those words. And I mentioned I really hope we do cross the streams to solve the puzzle. But what if instead we solve the puzzle by stacking 10 of those? Yeah, maybe if you stack 10, they collapse into a black hole. We do a slingshot around the black hole to go back in time, a la Star Trek 4, and undo the explosion of the Earth that way. There you go. Perfectly logical. Okay. Found some data. Let's see. Joanna Ewart, asteroid impact. Hey Jacob, did you see that last rewind event last week? It was crazy, right? That huge asteroid, traveling at such speed, just went straight into Earth. Oh, that's not good. I would have hated to have been down there, obviously. So happy that we managed to undo that one. And it looks like Earth is already working on a plan to stop it when it approaches again in 3 months' time. Good for them. Just thought I'd check in. How are you doing? So that's interesting. They're able to rewind at least 3 months. And, you know, it feels from what you're saying, it was crazy, right? This isn't blow your mind existential crisis reaction. They just said, oh, that was a weird day at work. So, this implies that they're seeing the destruction of the Earth relatively frequently. Which makes me wonder, what's going on in this universe that Earth seems to get destroyed so often? Or maybe this station kind of exists beyond time on Earth. Time up here proceeds differently, so they see all of these events in quicker succession than they actually happen on Earth. And you know, if that's the case, that might actually explain a fair bit. Because if, like, time is traveling here, jumping around faster, that could explain why the technology here seems to be a bit off kilter. They would only pick up new tech every, like, few decades or so. Though, you know, honestly, if we relate it to real life, the Earth doesn't tend to get destroyed that often. You know, you might have an extinction event, a major extinction event every few million years. I think we're actually going through one right now, honestly, caused by human impact on the environment, but it's a rather slow thing, and even 3 months won't really change it. So, yeah, they're not going to be skipping millions of years, so yeah, something's definitely odd with how frequently the Earth gets destroyed there. Okay. Anyways, we've got an option here, detach container. Let's give that a try. Oh.
Damage detected to storage area 5, caused by Aria Adams. A repair bill has been deducted from your Entropy financial account.
Astra, this whole place is destroyed. I don't think this makes much difference.
Okay. Yeah, we can actually... Okay, so we can rewind to repair this.
In progress. Our reactor maintenance required. Activate Entropy device. Please get all maintenance staff into the reactor.
Okay, so we can rewind this to... Okay. So that restores the catwalks here and put that back up. Put that back up. Can we just start it again? Oh, we might have to manually detach it again. Is there anywhere else to go here? Okay. So why are you deducting the cost of repairs for me if all you have to do to repair is like 6.5 seconds with the gun? Yeah, I'm starting to suspect this company isn't the most scrupulous. Alright, let's rewind while we're standing on it. Get us a boost up. There we go. Anything else we can see up here? More offices over there, but I don't really see a way to get there. Okay. You know, it occurs to me, we're off in a space station or something, and there's a museum here. That must not be a very convenient museum. Do they get, like, regular shuttles from Earth for people coming to see the museum? Or is it just for employees? You know, I actually work at an observatory which has a visitor center, which is not normally open to the public. Like, you can't just pop in and go to the visitor center. But there is a gift shop there, which you can ask one of the visitor center folk to stop by the gift shop and sell you something there, but they usually only open it up for specific events, but it still does exist. We don't quite have a museum, though. We do have a library, some interesting things. Isaac Newton's death mask. Like, we've got an impression of Sir Isaac Newton's dead face at my workplace. And no, that's not a joke. I'm being very literal. When Isaac Newton died, they took a death mask of him, which is basically taking an impression of his dead face, and created multiple copies of it, and one of those copies is at my workplace. Just putting that down in case we can interact with anything around here. No. Wait, where would we put this in? Did I miss something? Oh, right here. Yeah, so knowing that we're out in space somewhere, looking at the rock, I'm not the most familiar with what moon rock looks like, but this feels like what someone would think moon rock looks like. So maybe it's implying we're on the moon? Not sure.
New puzzle element introduction. Extendable bridge. Directive. Enable input to raise bridge.
So,
Hell, this is hell. I'm gonna wake up any second, I just know it.
Hey, these puzzles have been meticulously crafted. Thank you.
Okay, what's going on? Why puzzles?
I'm glad you asked. Puzzles are the most efficient way of generating entropy energy. It examines the volume of information available in any given event. The more certain or deterministic the event is, the less information it will contain. More clearly stated, information is an
Well, that
increase in
question was a mistake.
The process of solving an unsolved puzzle, particularly in the case of using entropy time manipulation, encodes and reveals high entropy information, which can be used to generate entropy energy.
Okay, so observe puzzle, solve puzzle, brain hurts, generate energy, then rewind Earth?
Exactly.
okay. Okay, so they're finally starting to answer what entropy energy is. And I know my previous plan was to do the science-y bits at the end of episodes for people who don't, but I'm actually going to have to pause right here, I think, to talk through the science of that. Okay, so here's what I've pieced together. To create entropy energy, you solve a puzzle, step 2, and then step 3 is profit. Okay, but kind of putting it more seriously, let's go with what the game actually tells us. Arya did interrupt a bit there, so we didn't get the full explanation, but I got enough bits and pieces of it that I think I know what they're getting at with the science there. I don't think it works, but I do know what they're getting at. Okay, so let's just say step 2 is uncertainty collapses into certainty with aid of entropy rewinding gun. And then this change of entropy turns into entropy energy. Okay, so this is what the game is telling us. Now, I think in reality, the opposite is actually what's happening. So I'm just going to skip ahead in the science lecture because I was actually thinking of entropy from a thermodynamics perspective. But I think what the game is actually getting at is looking at entropy from a statistical mechanics perspective, which the two are connected. And they've been proven to be connected. It's just a bit complicated and unintuitive. But let's skip ahead. What is entropy statistical mechanics version? Okay, so entropy, let me think of the easiest way to describe it. So I think the formula for entropy will be a good starting point. So S, that's the letter, that's just how much entropy we have. We call it S because E was taken, N was taken, T was taken, R was taken. O looks too much like 0. P was taken. That's used for momentum. Don't ask why P is used for momentum. Y was taken. Y, don't ask. So S is used for entropy. It makes sense? Perfect. Okay. So S is used for entropy. So first of all is a constant, which I'll do K underscore B underscore meaning subscript this is the Boltzmann constant. It's just a constant value so that what we do after this can be converted into useful units for the thermodynamics version of entropy. Okay, and then this is multiplied by the natural logarithm of the number of microstates accessible from current macrostate of the system. Which probably sounds like I just said number of from of the. So let me just explain what this means. 1 second here. Okay, so I think it's easiest to explain macrostates and microstates with an example here. So let's imagine you've got a set of 10 coins, and you can keep track of which is which. You're not going to get them mixed up. So let's say each coin is a slightly different color or some other thing like that. Then you flip them all. Each coin can land either heads or tails. Macrostate is the overall summary of the system. Properly speaking, it's the total energy of the system, but here we can just imagine macrostate is the number of coins that landed heads. This will be somewhere between 0 and 10 for this example. Microstate is the complete information on which coins landed heads and which landed tails. So it might be coin 0 heads, coin 1 heads, coin 2 tails, etc. Microstate is the full list. So remember, the key part we need for entropy is the number of microstates possible for the given macrostate. So let's do an example here, and we'll start off with the easy examples and work our way up. So example 1, 0 heads. Okay, so let's think about this. We have 10 coins. How many ways can we flip them so there are 0 heads? Well, that's easy. There's only one way, which is all coins fall tails. And I won't bother listing it out here. So the answer here is one possible microstate. Example 2, 1 head. Well, this time there are 10 ways this could happen. So that is, the first coin could be heads, the second could be heads, the third, yeah, easy to see, it's 10 ways, so 10 microstates. Okay, what about 2 heads? Well, that's a bit more difficult to calculate, but if you use a bit of thought about it, you can see that this is going to be 90 ways. Wait, let me just think about it. Is it 90 or is it 45? Well, let's go through the logic ourselves and think. So we have a set of 10 coins. Let's imagine they're all currently tails, and we need to flip 2 of them to heads. How many different ways can we choose 2 coins to flip? Well, let's first choose the first coin to flip. There are going to be 10 coins we can choose first. And then once we've done that, there are going to be 9 remaining coins to flip. But at this point, there are essentially 2 ways to arrive at every outcome. Like, for instance, if we find in the end that coins 1 and 2 are flipped, we could have flipped coin 1 first and 2 second, or coin 2 first and coin 1 second. But they'll both result in the same microstate. So since there are 2 ways to arrive at that, we divide by 2. So 10 times 9 over 2 equals 45, and we get 45 microstates. Now, we can extend this a bit. So 3 heads is 10 times 9 times 8 over 6. In this case, there are 3 coins flipped, and there are 6 orders we can choose those in. So let's see, if we multiply this together, we get 10 times 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12, 120 microstates. There we go. Now, I could keep going, But I think you see this, and eventually we can delete this up top. Actually, I think it is a bit useful to keep going. So I'm just going to speed up as I go through this here, calculate it all up, and we'll see the end result. Okay, so doing all the math, here's what we get for the number of microstates per macro state. So you notice this pattern is actually symmetrical, first of all. 5 heads has the greatest number of macro states at 246, and on either side it goes down at the same rate. So 4 heads has the same number of microstates as 6 heads at 210, assuming I did all the math correct. It doesn't particularly matter if these are the correct values, but the lesson to learn is what's important here. So looking at these, the 0 heads and 10 heads answers have the same a number of microstates. And remember, for entropy, S is equal to K times natural logarithm of this number. So natural logarithm, if you don't know math, don't worry about it. All you really need to know for the purpose here is that as this number goes up, the natural logarithm of the number goes up. So the more microstates, the more entropy. That's really all you need to know here. So what this means is that the 0 heads and 10 heads have equally low entropy. The natural logarithm of 1 turns out to be 0, so they have 0 entropy, and the 5 heads option has the most entropy. Okay, so now we kind of got an idea of what entropy is from statistical mechanics, and that, if you can imagine, heads and tails on a coin, you can equate this to bits on a computer. A bit is either 0 or 1. So imagine instead we have, let's imagine we had various bits on a computer. So let's just keep it to 4 and it'd be simple. So if we have 0000 or 1111 and the macro state is the number of 1s, these will both have minimal entropy. Whereas if we had 1010, 1100, etc., we'll have maximal entropy for this length of a string. Okay, you with me here? Basically because when the bits are more evenly distributed, we get entropy more close to the maximum by this formulation of it. So let's think now about information. So let's say, well, what is information? Well, let's say imagine you have no information, first of all. So and you want to store some. Well, if you imagine you want to write something down on a piece of paper. What does that piece of paper look like before you write anything down on it? This may seem like a very silly question, but it's actually very important here. You need to start out with a blank canvas. That is, if you want to write something down, you start with a blank piece of paper. The more that is already there, the harder it is to write something down and add information to it. So from a bitwise interpretation, that means you want to start out with blank bits. That is something like 0000 or 1111. Either of those will work. Let's just say we're going to go with 0000. So if you want to write something down, you start out with 0000, and then you're going to store some information there. We don't know what information that is, but it can't have any lower entropy. So this is already the lowest possible entropy. So storing any information will increase the entropy of the system. So let's say, or maybe keep it the same, but even if we're keeping it the same, we might want to store some information somewhere else saying, yes, we have changed it. Yes, it's deliberately 0, 0, 0, 0 now. So this leads us to the very important conclusion here, that storing energy or storing information in a system will increase its entropy. Now, this might seem counterintuitive, as a common definition of entropy is the amount of disorder in a system. And this conclusion is why I don't like that definition, because information seems intuitively to be ordered. But what's really ordered from an entropy perspective is everything being the same, and any difference is disorder, quote unquote. Although that difference might be information that's relevant. So it's like a blank piece of paper is very ordered, but a piece of paper where you've written down the solution to a puzzle is less ordered from an entropy perspective, but from a human perspective, you think, oh, there's more information there, and isn't information nice and orderly? Well, yeah, it's really ordered and disordered are subjective terms. So if you try to use that subjective understanding to define entropy, you're going to get a subjective understanding of entropy. So back to what the game does. The game basically says that when we solve puzzles, we go from a minimal entropy state. We're uncertain about what the solution is. So we've got a blank canvas for what's the possible solution. And then, oh, this is the solution. And then once we know that, we write it down in our memory, and that brings us to higher entropy state. Now, of course, the human brain doesn't actually work like this. It doesn't have a blank canvas. But from a physics perspective, the overall entropy does have to increase whenever there's an increase in information. It just isn't as simple as flip these 2 bits from 0 to 1. It's more complicated and is actually a lot less efficient overall than this. This is just a simplified example of what's going on. So going back to what I've said before about entropy, the definition I like to use for it is the amount of energy in a system that can't be used for productive work. And basically what I mean by productive work is anything you might want to do with energy aside from causing the overall expansion of the universe. Since when energy is a maximum entropy state, you can think of this as a bunch of particles flying around randomly. If you let them keep doing this, the whole system will expand as the particles fly away from each other. So, you know, a maximum entropy state can expand the universe, but it can't really do anything beyond that. You need to start off in a lower entropy state so you can do something, add information to the system, which increases the entropy of the system. You go from your blank canvas to canvas with something written on it. And then at that point, you have more information on the system, but you've also increased entropy. And, you know, as this goes on in time, you eventually run out of this productive energy. So what this means is that the game has it exactly backwards. All we're doing by solving puzzles is increasing the entropy of the universe, and when we increase the entropy, there is more energy that can't be used productively, or flipping that around, less energy that can be used productively. So instead of getting energy out of this, we have to put energy into it. So all of which is to say, entropy energy is a scam. Do not buy stocks in the entropy center. Maybe short sell them, if anything. Just don't buy into the hype of those people online telling you to short it and expect the big squeeze. Maybe just don't invest. All right, let us get back to the game. Okay. So let's do a few more puzzles to round out the day. I think I'll skip over the plan science segment at the end since we've done all of that. And let's look at what we can do here. So, hit switch, create bridge. Simple enough. Now let's just check if there's anything interesting down here. No, it looks like it's just a place to fall down. Oh, what's this? Water tank container. So this is a container which you put water tanks inside. Okay. Interesting. Now, let's see what we can do here. Well, I'm gonna have to see more, so... Is this just an introduction to these switches? Yeah, it looks okay. We just need a block at the end. That'll be simple enough. So, from here, yes, information. Let us increase entropy and not create entropy energy. Entropy center reversal information. Entropy center reversal event. To Jamie. As you are a new employee, we have attached the following information regarding how entropy reversal events work and how we help and assist Earth. Step 1. The Entropy Center detects potential cataclysmic event on Earth. Step 2. Cataclysmic event is analyzed for severity and likeliness. Step 3. The Entropy Center prepares for entropy reversal event by 03A, generating enough entropy energy via entropy puzzle solutions. 03B, confirming with the board that entropy reversal event should take place. Step 4, activating entropy device and rewinding Earth a specified number of years. Oh, going back years, interesting. Step 5, information of cataclysmic event is sent to the newly rewound Earth. Step 6, Earth recorrects their course on the timeline. Step 7, cataclysmic event now avoided due to recorrection. So if this is how it works, you would actually expect more time to be going by in the Entropy Center. With every rewind, they're essentially doubling up on the time they experience here. Which would mean, yeah, rather than skipping ahead, you're lagging, well, in a sense, lagging behind. Like, you might spend 70 years here, but since Earth is doubled up, let's say, it's only 35 years there. So instead of skipping ahead, picking up technology periodically, you have multiple chances. So it still doesn't quite explain why we've got this weird technology here. But anyway, let's solve this puzzle. So this one is simple. We go across here, turn around, rewind this to bring it back. And then once it's here, we'll put, yeah, really either of these two on the switch. And then take this one across. And put it on the final switch to open the door. Okay. Anything around here? No, no. Interesting light fixture, presumably? It looks like a skylight, but I wouldn't expect that. That's not going to be natural light in space. Oh, what have we got? Yeah, 5:01. Time taken, 19.667 minutes. Yeah, I did kind of pause a bit. Yeah, 17%. I seem to remember we were higher than that before. We must have lost them somehow. Or the physics actually started being followed and solving puzzles did in fact increase entropy and decrease energy. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can't get in here. Oh, another horrible presentation. Okay, let's see how bad this is. Place your bets on a scale of 1 to 5 right now. How bad is this presentation? I think the last one was something like a 2. First one was a 1. Okay, all bets placed? Let's see. Cataclysm forecast. Date. Entropy time. They really do name everything after entropy, don't they? Cataclysm frequency per month. Okay, so as time goes on, cataclysms get more and more frequent. Oh, this universe really is doomed. Cataclysm type. Ooh. AI uprising, nuclear annihilation, asteroids, ecological collapse, natural disasters, species extinction, other. Geez, I'm really wondering what those other are. Earth decennial check-in, so every 10 years they check. Average temperature, 15.6 degrees. Nice global warming. Population, 8.9 billion. Okay, so this is definitely in the future of us. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a new date. It's 2035 is the earliest this could be now. So that's actually quite a bit further in the future than I was thinking before. You know, I had it pegged at, my previous limit was 2012. Okay. CO2 emissions, 39 billion TN. What is that? Ton, maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure. Forest area. Yeah, forest area decreasing. Oil use, 34 years remaining. And that's all I've got. Not a very long presentation, but actually not the worst. Yeah. You know, honestly, I'd give this a 3. Yeah, there have been much worse presentations in this game. Okay. Any more information? Logs here. No. Okay. And where were we going? Were we just doing more puzzles with no specific destination? I think that might have been it. Okay. Puzzle 502. Can we see this computer here? Oh, nothing on. Alright. Platform there. Switch here. Switch open. Which puts up bridge. Anything over here? Ooh! Jump pad. Okay. Reset button. Old poster. Ooh, create a puzzle today. Oh, so the employees can participate in creating puzzles. Yeah, that's sensible. And then over here, we can go up. Okay, yeah, this is simple. So, yeah, so we want final state. We'll have the jump pad here. Then next to final state, we have the jump pad here to create the bridge. Then next to final state, we put it here so we can use it to get up. Then we rewind it to go on that switch. And use the bridge. Yeah, once you learn to think backwards for these puzzles, they don't seem too hard overall. Yeah, Portal Reloaded was much more difficult, but yeah, I think Portal Reloaded was intended to be difficult. You're supposed to play that after you've played Portal 2, and this is, you know, starting with its own mechanics. So, not going to be too hard. Anything there? No. Is that an eye? No. That looks like the moon. So I wonder if this is implying we're not on the moon, if they're showing us the moon in a picture here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. Or not. Okay, puzzle 503, reset button. Various office supplies. Anything on the computer? Yes. Tanya Reed. Totally normal work email. Well, I don't need to read it then. Oh. Cat. Yeah, I need to read that. To all Entropy Center staff. Upon further investigation into incident number 2140, where an unknown object was seen roaming dangerously close to the main Entropy device, we had now identified that this was indeed a cat. Most likely a house cat. Unfortunately, the cat roamed too close to the Entropy device core while it was in operation and became consumed by the core, only leaving behind its name tag, Nibbles Off. I thought you said the gun wouldn't work on living beings. Yeah. Yeah, you were just trying to cover this up, weren't you? Poor Nibbles. Whilst we are deeply sorry for the owner's loss, please may we remind all staff members that bringing pets or any other prohibited items from Earth is strictly forbidden. Please note that only our office cat Eve is permitted to stay at the Entropy Center, and all other pets are prohibited. Kind regards, Entropy Security Team, Mark, Cat, Emily, Cat, Stephen Walt, Cat, Dan 002, Cat. I just now realized we can scroll down. I hope I haven't been missing others by scrolling down. They didn't put it in a scroll bar. To all Entropy Center staff, please remind you of this. Serious safety. Please reply appropriately, and if you have a serious concern, question, or concern. Cat. Well, I know what this episode's title is going to be. Okay, let's see what this totally normal work email is about. Hey Fleur, I can't believe I did it, but I actually have Nibbles with me right now. I know I can't believe he got through Entropy Center security. He sat in the pouch of my hoodie for like the whole journey here. He is going to have such a good time wandering around the center. P.S. Please delete this email and don't tell anyone. I'm sure they did just that. And say hi to Nibbles if you see him around. Read, totally normal. Yeah. OMG, Tanya, what? You smuggled a cat to the Entropy Center? How did you even do that? Don't let it wander off too far. It could be dangerous. Anything hidden down there. Now, okay. Alright, we have learned that the Entropy Center was lying to us about this not working on living beings, because it did something to the cat. I'm not sure how much it rewound that cat. Okay. Well, the Entropy Center, you have now killed a cat. You must die. I would apologize, but I repeat, you killed a cat, so I'm not going to apologize. Yeah. You forced a Canadian to not apologize to you. That's how serious this is. Okay. You know, I say they must die, but it looks like somebody actually might have gone to that first, so, no. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do for this puzzle. Because the rest of Earth don't deserve to die over this.
Everything's so destroyed. Where did everyone go? What on earth happened here?
You're not on Earth. You're on the moon.
Oh,
In a space.
we are on the moon. Okay.
Yes, I know, but it's a say, you know, like, what on earth?
No, not correct. You are on the moon.
Yeah, but...
What you meant to say is, what on moon happened here?
Okay, that's just dumb.
It's correct.
Indeed. What on moon happened here? Yeah, okay. So, what do we need to do next here? So, okay, so that switch down there opens that door. So, final state will have one block down there, but we can't pull blocks through there. We have to take one down. So, we just do the same switcheroo as before. Take this block back here. Put it on the switch. Go across, and then we'll rewind that block back to us. And then... Yes, we'll rewind it back to us, and then when it's midway over that switch, we'll stop the rewind and let it fall onto that switch. Okay. Yeah, that might be a bit too far, but I'm not sure I have a choice. Let's hope that's all right. Oh, just missed. Now there might be another way to do this. Now I can bring this over again. Yeah. All right, let's have another try at this. Okay, try to stop it a bit sooner. Yeah, oh, that looks too soon. Actually, let's go over here. We can get a better view to judge when it's over. Yeah, just a bit more. A little bit more. That should do it. There we go. Entropy transport service. Oh, no, this is a big station, actually. Oh. That's not good. Let's see. Control Central Loop Maintenance Puzzle Areas 8, 09, 10 Arboretum. You know, this is kind of duplicating. I mean, you name each service after the one place it goes to. Like, this really isn't efficient design. It would be a lot more efficient to have like one or two services that go to multiple places, so you don't need to build such an interconnected web of track. Enter your number. Okay, nobody look. Going to enter my PIN right now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4, 5. Okay. Nobody looked, right? Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, let's try to put this back. Should we? Yeah, we might need to get up there, actually. Yeah, since the trains are out, we can't go there ourselves. So, I think we actually have to let it fall. Yeah, and then we can go across. Well, to get up, yeah, if we stand on the platform here, we can probably get up. But I'm just gonna check around here first for anything else. Everything's canceled. Platform 04. Odd number for a platform, which is by puzzle area 5. Or should I say puzzle areas 5. It's hard to tell how the pluralization works here. Okay, up we go. Ooh. Okay, that killed us. Okay, there's gotta be another way to get up then. Let's see. Come on, what are you waiting for? Collapse. Ooh, yeah. I don't want to be there when it reverses. So, how do I get up safely? Maybe if I stand on this post, I'll be able to rewind slowly enough I can crawl over the edge of it. I'm not thrilled about that, but it might be the only solution I have. Okay. How are things looking here? Can I go anywhere? What about now? Can I? Okay, this should work. There we go. Yep, it is puzzle areas 5.
Did you know cats regulate their body temperature by purring? Doing so increases muscle use, which in turn increases body temperature, creating a healthy and regulated lifestyle for the feline. It is also widely speculated that cats purr as a healing mechanism.
Why are you telling me this? Shouldn't we be trying to get out of here?
I detected you were subscribed to Entropy Cat Facts. Do you wish to unsubscribe?
No.
Keep me subscribed.
Good, Aria. Tom Ranger, file these. Hey Ben, can you file these ASAP? Thanks. Cheers, best. Kind regards, Tom. You forgot, like, warmest regards, you forgot bye, you forgot goodbye. There are so many greetings you missed out on, Tom. Yeah, so you just dumped them on Ben's desk, asked him to file them, and Ben decided he would rather kill himself and everyone else here. Yeah, can we do anything with this? No. Okay. Okay, door opening switch, it looks like. Yes. Jump pad. Bridge switch. And, ooh, there's a launcher down there. Okay. So that launcher gets us out. Might be useful for putting a block on there. Maybe we could get it onto that. Oh, yeah, let's try that. Okay. I'm not sure this is even really necessary, but... Okay. Huh. Okay. So the bridge switch was over here, right? Alright, let's think about this. So there's a block over there. Final state, we're gonna want something here. Maybe the jump pad, maybe not. Second to final, we're gonna want something over here. Now it seems to cap out at 38.3 seconds, so maybe that's the maximum. So then from this state, okay, so to get up, we are going to want the jump pad to be over there. So we could use the block. Yeah, what if we leave the block here and take the jump pad there, and then that'll be our final state. Then we go over there, put the jump pad down, jump up, rewind jump pad back to that switch. And where's the jump pad? There we go. Yeah, there we go. That'll do it. How'd we do? And just checking in on our entropy energy. Last time we were at 17%. 18. This is not going well. Okay. Well, let's see here. So this one... Okay, that one disables the grill. Time grill, whatever that is. This one creates a bridge past the grill. And this one will presumably open the door there. Okay. Oh. No, no more lore. And, okay. And then we've got a door. Okay, 4 switches. 1 block. I can't see up there, but, well, let's get on. Maybe, is there like a jump pad? There is. Or launch pad. Okay. So we've just got to go through this in reverse, then rewind as we go through. So, final door. Bridge. Grill. And first door. Now, ooh. So can we see it from here? Yeah, it looks like just barely, maybe? Yes. Okay. There we go, that'll... Oh. There we go. Yeah, this one's really straightforward. Just think it through, do it all backwards. And there we are. Okay, what are we up to? Probably still 18, honestly. Maybe 19. Yeah, 19. We're getting there, but slowly. Entropy reactor, transport service north. Puzzle areas 6.
Note, entropy transport system offline. This will take us towards the reactor. Maybe those switches can activate it.
Yeah, okay. Well, wait, activate it. Is it the reactor or the transport system? What am I locking and unlocking?
It wasn't me.
I didn't see anything.
Okay, that was
There
it.
we go. Now you're getting it.
Okay. And then probably the same over here. Yeah, it's just delayed from when I unlock to when it falls. Alright, what's this thing? Like a entropy forklift? Looks like it. I saw another one over here, which looked like it might have been on. Yes. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Boing successful. And then over here, huh. Now, a lot going on in this room. Interesting. Now, we can rewind this up. Use it as a bridge across, I think. Oh. We can only rewind one at a time. Interesting. Okay. So we've got to get on that. Can we get on from down here, or do we need to go up? It looks like we need to go up to get on it. And then once that's up high, we can jump onto the other one. If we need to do that at all. Oh, yeah, there are no stairs here anymore. That's why I couldn't go there. There we go. Oh, yeah. New type of computer system. Interesting. Still pretty old-fashioned, though. Perhaps even more old-fashioned. Okay, then.
Transport service now online.
Yeah, I am not eager to ride the transport service after this amount of decay. Let's just double check anything else. No. Okay. Anything up here? Yep, can't get in there. Okay, I think that says entropy transport over there. I wonder why we had stairs up here. Is there anything we can do here? Huh. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything we can do up here. That's interesting. Wonder why they built this into the game if we can't do anything. Or is there something I'm missing? Okay, yeah, so these are the cranes that we released. Oh. Maybe this is just world building. That's how they normally get up to the cranes. Okay, hopping down. Sorry about your legs, Arya. I'll rewind them. Apparently that does work on living creatures, despite what they claimed. No, oh, there's the door.
Welcome aboard the 20. 42, Entropy Center Transport Service to Central Loop. Calling at Research Labs, Maintenance, and Central Loop.
You see, that's what you do. You have multiple destinations on the same track.
9999. Entropy years. Please enjoy our live feed camera of the Earth, displaying wonderful views of the results of your hard work.
Okay, live feed view of Earth. Yeah. Yeah, everything looks good there.
You missed.
Well, I think with a cool drink of Entropy brand cola, we can call that a day. So thank you everyone very much for tuning in. Since I did the physics section in the middle this time, I won't be doing one at the end, but we'll be picking that up next time. So I will see you all then. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell to be sure you get notifications of new uploads. See you again soon.